The event was held at the Central Seventh-day Adventist Church on Ornock and Church Street, Queenstown, under the theme, Embracing Crisis Method, Making a Difference. The Seventh-day Adventist Church strongly believes in religious freedom for all people. A person's conscience, not government, should dictate his or her choice to worship or not. President Granger was asked to address the new Public Affairs and Religious Liberty Committee and attendees that will ensure its members to follow Christ's example of religious freedom.
In the New Testament, reveal God's mercy towards sinners. The old law to many of us today might be full of revenge, and it preached a vengeful message, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But he taught us on the mountain that if we are struck, turn the other cheek. Christ taught compassion. He taught forgiveness. When you feel like giving up, read the Beatitudes.
Referring to the theme, President Granger said that Christ's method was love, love for God, and love for fellow man. In keeping with this, he emphasized the importance of strong leadership in the church and reiterated that leadership is service to others.
And when you read the New Testament, you can see that every time Jesus tried to embrace ordinary people, the Pharisees would always try to get in between. They were concerned with their titles and their robes and their prestige. But when you speak of a shepherd, when you describe yourself as a shepherd, you come down from your pedestal and you mingle with the flock.
Meanwhile, President of the Guyana Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, Pastor Richard Everett James, reminded the gathering that the state has no such right to interfere with an individual's exercise of religion.
The role of the state is to help maintain freedom of religion, to allow the citizens to have the right to practice their religion. I remember I was reading an article sometime last year when our president was responding to a question relating to lesbian, gays, bisexuals, and transgender. And he was careful to say he has his own position on this matter. But as president of the country, the people will decide. And you know, that's a ticklish situation to find yourself in. That you are leading a nation where you have your position on the matter, but because of human rights, or because of different rights, you have to tread softly.
Pastor James also stated that when one examined the scriptures carefully, God has given man freedom, but cautioned that any attempt to punish anyone to join their religion is going against God's will.
So, our president might be in a ticklish situation sometimes, but even God allows his children the right to choose, the freedom to decide. God does not force and coerce men and women. And anytime we are attempting to punish people, we are threatening people, in order to get them to go in a direction that we think that they should be going in, we are departing from the course that the author of our religion has set before us.
The head of state also spoke of the importance of absolution, reminding the gathering that Christ moved away from the primacy of punishment under the law and revealed the power of forgiveness and redemption. The new Public Affairs and Religious Liberty Committee, headed by Pastor Andrew Chichester, will help Christians who have religious problems at work and at university, where some employers refuse to allow their employees time off to practice their religious belief. President Granger was asked to look into the matter as well by President James, where SDA members are mostly affected. Andrew Weeks reporting for Safe TV2 Headline News.